heavy. Hi guys, how are you all doing? Welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel. Can you believe it? We are almost at the end of 2020. I mean, who'd have ever thought it? We're actually getting there. We're nearly at the beginning of 2021. So what I thought I would do today is have a look at what's going to be in my camera bag for the start of the 2021 year. I'm excited. So let's just get straight into it. The camera bag of choice for me at the moment is this, the Peter McKinnon Nomadic camera bag, and I absolutely love it. I've had it for about 6 months now, I think, and I use it pretty much every day, even if I'm just at home, because it's that big. I just store everything in it so it's not lying around my room all the time. It is perfect. It is built like a tank. The quality of it is amazing. If I have one complaint about this bag, and there is only one complaint, is that it scratches quite easily because of the material it is, but apart from that, I absolutely love it. Now, I'm not going to go too much into detail on the bag because there are 1,000,001 videos on this bag, so if you want to go and see one of those, go and check it out. But I will just very quickly give you a quick tour of it. So on the side you have this little pouch which I usually put in my Joby Gorilla Pod, and this little pouch here, magnetic, so it just perfectly hides away like that, and I use it for my Gorilla Pod or a water bottle if I need a water bottle. The straps on the back, really thick, very well padded, and they've also got these extra straps on here so you can pull the straps up while it's on your back. I just do that, and it just takes a little bit of weight off your back because it takes it a little bit higher up your back, so it takes a little bit of weight off because the bag does weigh a lot, and when you've got a lot of gear in it as well, it gets really heavy, so that is a really nice feature. On the side here you have a little quick access pouch so you can get into your camera or whatever you've got in that area there, and we will get into that in a little bit. On the front you have a pocket here. I've just got these spare little dividers which you use to divide all your gear up, and also I like to carry a couple of hard drives with me. I've got the Samsung T5 and just a generic hard drive that I use to store photos on. I use the Samsung to edit off because it is so quick. So I leave them in the front pouch there. There is also these little hooks that you can hang things off, so you can kind of attach something to. If you want to carry another tripod on the front, you can easily do that. And that is pretty much the outside of the bag. It is very nicely branded. You've got the Peter McKinnon, Pete's Pirate Life logo, and also the Peter McKinnon Nomadic logo on the front. So overall, it looks brilliant. As you lie it down here, you get this pouch on the back, which is where I like to keep my MacBook Pro 16-inch, and that fits perfectly into the back of the bag. And there's like a nice little hard sheet of something in the back so you know that nothing is going to be pressing on your laptop and causing it any damage. Now, if you're anything like me, you like camera bag organization. I am a little bit obsessed with it, so much so that I will constantly keep changing it around until I can find the perfect layout of my camera bag, and this is the perfect bag to be able to do that with. So if I open it up, you can see here there are loads of different compartments. Now, I've not got a couple of them filled at the moment because I'm using different bits of gear that I put in them right now to film this video, so I will kind of take some little B-roll shots and fit them in so you can see what usually goes in these compartments. So in here I can fit pretty much all of my camera gear. In this little compartment I have my spare camera, my Canon 200D, and I have on it my 10 to 18mm lens. I usually have my M6 Mark II with my Sigma 18 to 35 in this little compartment, but for now this is sitting here. And in this little I've got a bit of an empty space here, so I just keep the kit lens in it because I do sometimes still use this, although not very often, but it is nice to have. This little thing is pretty cool. This is a little accessory box that comes with the Peter McKinnon bag, and in here I keep a spare microphone in case my Rode Video Mic Pro dies on me, the battery runs out. This doesn't need a battery, so it's nice to have as a spare. I keep a little spare wall adapter, a GoPro, some extra drone propellers, wings, what do you call them? Propellers? I think they're propellers. And also some step down rings. Now, if you don't know what these are genius. They are only very cheap, but they are a lifesaver because what these allow you to do is step down any ND filter or any filter that you use onto a smaller lens. So if you buy a filter for your biggest lens, what you can then do is use these to step it down onto smaller lenses. So what you only have to do is buy one filter instead of having to buy a filter for every single lens. So for the sake of £5, get some step down rings so you can use a bigger filter on your smaller lenses. Just make sure you get the filter for your biggest lens. What I love about this bag as well is that with all these accessories that come with it, you can fit everything perfectly in and you know exactly where everything is. Instead of just dumping things in and having it rolling around in different sections, you know exactly where you've put things. I also have here in this compartment, a little straight compartment, the Peter McKinnon filter pack, and this is just a little, almost like a book for your filters. So I have here 2 Gobe ND filters, a polarizer filter, and also a UV filter, which is good for protecting your lenses. They don't really do a lot. I've never particularly used it, if I'm honest, but I use ND filters all the time. I like to keep them just there. And if we go onto this side, we have these little zip compartments. There is also a little pocket in here for an iPad that zips and only goes halfway down to about here, so you know it is perfectly safe and secure. And you have these little zip compartments here. So in this one I have a memory card and battery case. So in here I keep my spare batteries, so when I run out I can quickly swap it over, and you can fit 3 spare batteries in here. And again, magnets. Nice and simple, no horrible Velcro sound. But what really gets me about this is the attention to detail. Now, have you ever run out of camera battery and gone to change it and you don't know if your next battery is dead or if it is still charged up? Now with this, what Peter McKinnon's done is he has gone into that much detail that he gives you these little stickers to stick on the end of the battery with his little Pete's Pirate Life logo, and you can then, if your battery is dead, pop it that way round so you know when you come to change your battery that that battery is dead. Or if it's that way round, you know it's usable. Little things, I love little things like that, especially when it comes to camera bag organisation. In here, again, just another little book for your SD cards. You can also fit a couple of bigger memory cards, I can't remember what they're called, is it CFast? And there's also a little zip in there for your micro SD cards so they don't go missing because they are tiny. And then this next zip down, this is one of my favourite bits. This costs £5 off Amazon. Is there anything worse than cables just flying around everywhere? You got them falling all through your bag, you don't know where anything is, and they all get tangled up and go missing because you lose them. This, you need one of these. This costs literally £5. So if I unzip this, look at that. Look at that. Cables, all nice and neat. You know exactly which ones they are. So I've got a lightning cable for an iPhone, micro USB, USB-C, also a little zip in there for whatever you want. I've got in there a little portable battery charger, so if I run out of battery on my phone, I've got a battery charger and a cable to charge my phone while I'm out. And that makes everything so easy because I can just whack that out, get the right cable, I know exactly where it is. Lifesaver. I mean, that's a bit extreme, it's not really a lifesaver, it just makes everything so much simpler. And finally, over here, I have this. Now this is the Peter McKinnon Cube Pack, which also comes with the Peter McKinnon camera bag. I'm just gonna get this out of the way so I can show you. This is genius. In here, you have another Cube Pack that you can store extra gear inside of the main camera bag. So in here, I keep my DJI Mavic Mini drone. Also, this little lens, which I do not use enough because it is absolutely brilliant. This is so cheap. This, I think, what can you get the Canon 50mm for? I think you can get it for about 50 quid used. It is amazing. 1.8 aperture. I need to use it a lot more. It is perfect for portraits and you can get a really nice depth of field, great in low light as well. I should definitely use it more, but I tend to use my Sigma 18-35 a bit more at the moment. I don't know why, I just need to start using that a little bit more. I also have here spare drone batteries and drone remote controller. I do have a spare compartment that I'm not sure what to put in. That is my only spare compartment when I've got everything in place. But there is one last thing with this that is absolutely genius. So that just sits in your camera bag like that, as it was in mine at the top of the bag. But then you can take this out, open this up, and it turns into another little backpack. So you have a normal little backpack that you can take around with you, so you don't have to take the big camera bag with you because that weighs a ton when you've got everything in it. So you can strap these on here, clip them on, and you get your own perfect little, whatever you want to call it, day bag. And you can still put in your camera gear, you can put in coats and stuff in this main bit. Genius, absolutely genius, I love it. So that is what is in my camera bag. What I'm very quickly gonna do is show you the gear that I'm using right now to film this video that also fits in that camera bag and I take everywhere with me when I'm going out to shoot. So what I'm using right now is the Canon M6 Mark II. I absolutely love this camera. It shoots in 4K, you can get up to 120 frames a second to get some great slow-mo. Granted, there is no autofocus in that 120 frames a second, but there are ways around it. It does cause a bit of a hassle sometimes, but to get those slow-mo shots is absolutely brilliant. It can make some really cinematic looking footage. I also have the Sigma 18-35mm 1.8 lens, which is my favorite lens at the moment. I use it to shoot pretty much everything. I use it in this shot right now that you can see because I'm using a 2.8 aperture right now, so I'm getting in a lot of light, but I'm still getting that depth of field as well, and it is perfect. The autofocus noise on it is quite loud and it's quite heavy as well, so using it to vlog with is not very easy. I usually use the 10-18mm to vlog with that is in my camera bag that I showed you before. To record my audio, use the Rode VideoMic Pro Plus, and I use this for everything. At the moment, I've got it on my boom pole to film this. If I'm vlogging, I stick it on top of my camera and it just turns on with the camera when you've got it plugged in, it turns off with the camera, it sounds amazing. There is gain settings, so you can change the gain to the levels that you need. There is low pass filters on it. I think I've had this microphone for about a year now and I've charged it probably less than 10 times and I use it most days. It lasts forever and it sounds absolutely amazing. I would definitely recommend the Rode VideoMic Pro Plus if you're looking for a new microphone, because when it comes to making videos, good audio is almost more important than good video quality. People will put up with video quality more than they will put up with bad audio. They're more likely to switch off with bad audio. So definitely when you are making videos, look at how you can get the best possible sound. And finally, I also keep in my camera bag 2 lights. Now I have here lighting me at the moment the Aperture B7C. This is an amazing little RGB light bulb from Aperture. You can get it to go any color that you possibly want. It is absolutely brilliant. And in this kind of small room that I'm in now, it is absolutely perfect for lighting me. And I can choose any color temperature I want, any color I want, and it is perfect. So Holly, thank you for that for my birthday a couple of months ago. And one last little light I keep in my camera bag. This. Now I can't remember what make this is. I got this off Amazon and it cost £20 and absolutely brilliant. It comes with this little soft squishy, almost like it acts as a soft box, but I use this in the background as you saw there. And it is not an RGB light, but you can change the temperature of the light and the brightness, so it goes to a more daylight and then a bit warmer and a bit brighter and darker. But what it also comes with is gels, and there's loads of them, so you can choose your color, put them on front and change the color of whatever you're trying to light. So that's a bit red, and in the background it looks absolutely brilliant. You can use it just to add a bit of depth into your videos. So that is everything that is in my camera bag going into 2021. I'm very excited to get into the new year. It has been a long year this year. I think we've all struggled. We all need to get there, and hopefully, fingers crossed, with what's looking like a number of new vaccines, we will be able to get out a bit more and have a little bit more normality than this year. It's just gonna be a better year. I cannot wait to get into it. That's very bright in the corner of my eye. Turn that off for now. And yeah, hopefully next year will be a little bit better than this year. So that is it for this video. If you like what you see on the channel, don't forget to click that little subscribe button down below. Give this video a thumbs up, and I've got a very squeaky chair, I've just noticed. That's annoying, isn't it? That's it for this video. I will see you all very soon in another one.